I don't usually make videos like this, you know, showing my face, talking and all that, but I came out of my shell to show you something amazing. So Windows 11 has been out for like, I don't know, 4 years now, and it's had time to mature, you know? Back when it launched, everyone was saying like, well, it's a beta, so it might be missing some stuff, but they'll sort that out. Microsoft knows what they're doing. I mean, this is a big company, you know? They had Windows XP, Windows 7, hell, most people even like Windows 10. So they'll sort out all the bugs, and Windows 11 should be perfect. Well, guess what? It's been 4 years, and it's still missing basic features. I feel like everyone just forgot, because nobody I know is complaining about it. So I decided to come out of my comfort zone, you know, just to show you how bad it really is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it works. I guess it has some features that aren't available on Windows 10, like efficiency core handling and all that. If you've got an Intel processor with efficiency cores and you're on Windows 10, those are basically just wasted. They're just used as performance cores. So all my devices do run Windows 11, so I think I know how bad it really is. I just moved here from America, it's fuck. So number one, why Windows 11 still sucks. And this is a pretty bad one. So right here I've got this beautiful laptop, but guess what it's missing? How can I see how much battery I have left? I can't smell it, you know. There's no indication anywhere. There's not an LED anywhere telling me. If you want to know how much battery you have left, well, you have to take your mouse right here and hover over it and wait a second or two, and there it is. I think even smartwatches have battery icons, and those things are like this big. I mean, you can download apps that show your battery percentage, but it's like separate from the battery icon, so it doesn't look as clean. But those are probably like Chinese scam software that'll steal your credit card information and maybe steal your liver and maybe steal your kidneys. And they might use your information to buy child slaves. But hey, at least you'll be able to see your battery percentage now.
Why are we still here?
Number 2 is the new simplified right click. Now for some reason, some developers at Microsoft thought that the right click was too complicated. So they made a simplified, rounded off version with less options. So every time you actually want to click something that you need to press an extra button so that the normal detailed right click comes up. Isn't that nice to have like an extra click every single time you want to do something? I'm guessing the conversation went something like this. Hey Meryl. Yeah, what's up, Bobby? I want to copy something from one place to the other, but I don't know how to do it. Did you try to right click it and press on copy? No, Meryl, I can't read. That's a pretty fair point, you know. People that can't read need to be able to use Windows as well. So let's take away all the text and just use little 2-pixel icons. I think next update they're gonna make Windows just black so that people that are blind can use it as well. But fret not, because there's a way to change this back to the old detailed right click. And it's as easy as Windows keys R, regedit, allow that shit. Navigate to HKey current user, click on software, click on Microsoft, click on Windows, click on current version, click on search. Now right click into the free space. If the value called Cortana consent already exists, make a new one. So right click, press dword 32-bit value, add a new file called Cortana consent and give it the value 0. Then right click again and make a new key called Bing search enable. So right click new dword 32-bit value. After that, you should navigate to HKey current user software policies Microsoft Windows. And after those simple steps, you'll have the old detail menu back. Number 3, why Windows 11 is stupid, is intrusive ads and software. You've probably seen this one yourself. Windows 11 has ads and just constant pop-ups of software that you do not need. I mean, they put ads in your start menu. You already paid for the computer, you paid for Windows, and you're still getting ads. And now with this new AI stuff, it's constantly in your face, especially with the Copilot stuff. I mean, the newest laptops come with a dedicated Copilot button that just leads you to the internet. They took space out of your keyboard to advertise something that you're probably never gonna use. I mean, same thing with OneDrive and stuff. I know a lot of people that don't use OneDrive, but it constantly asks you if you want to use OneDrive. Same with Microsoft Teams. Every single time I delete Microsoft Teams, it just comes right back. It's like trying to cure an STD with multivitamin pills. I mean, it might go away for a little bit, but it'll always come back. Now, number 4 might be a little niche, but it's the difficulty to install Microsoft Office. Now, Office split into 2 parts, Microsoft 365 and Microsoft Office. Keep in mind, for Microsoft 365, there's no one-time license. You need to pay monthly or yearly, but most people have Microsoft Office because they paid for it once and they'll get to use it forever. But the difficulty they made it to install Microsoft Office is criminal. Let's try to install Microsoft Office right now. Microsoft Office download. That's 365. That's not the one you want. Oh, Office, Microsoft Download Center. Well, don't mind if I do. Popular Office downloads. Okay, well no, this is asking me to buy it. I already have Office, so let's go back. Oh look, download and install or reinstall Microsoft 365 or Office 2021. Well, it's neither this one or this one, so it's not that. What about this one? From the Microsoft 365? No, I don't have 365. Depending on your browser, run. What do you mean run? I don't have an install, I want to download. It seems like they're purposefully making it harder so that you'll just give up and just spend a little more on Microsoft 365, you know? Because I mean, why would you use something that you already bought when you could be a monthly subscriber? Hey. Number 5 is Windows 11's identity. You remember how the old Windows looked? You know, Windows XP was like blue, Windows 7 had like a Frutiger arrow, transparent, cool kind of thing. Windows 10 was soulless, but Windows 11 just can't find its own identity. I mean, it already looks like macOS, but if you look into the menus, you'll find a lot of old design still there that just never got fixed. I mean, sure, let's press settings. Looks nice and macOS-y. Additional mouse settings. I think it's looked like this since Windows XP. So we went from this super new macOS-y menu to this. And there's the same options here as here. I mean, mouse pointer speed is here. Select a pointer speed here. I mean, it probably doesn't matter, but it doesn't make the new menu better because there's still an old menu and you have to navigate between those 2 old ones that are basically the same, but also different. I mean, it's just confusing. Number 6, some of the UI just barely works. Say you're just browsing the web, you know, got a couple tabs open. I want to go to my desktop. There's a button there, see? That's okay, I don't see it either. It used to be there in Windows 10 as a button, but now it's like a... I don't know what this is. Okay, I want to quickly go there. Tap. Let's try that again. Tap. Let's try that again. Tap. Tap. There we go. Go back. Tap. 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 There we go. I'm autistic.
Hey, can you fix a couple UI bugs?
What?
Can you fix the bugs?
And number 7, if you ever need to install Windows 11, you know how painful it is. You need actual cheat codes to get some basic functionality. Back in the day, you could choose for a local account. So you don't have to connect with the internet and you could just make a local user. Now, they took away that button. You can't press it anymore. But they do still give you an option to make an offline account. It's just locked behind a cheat code. You know, back in GTA San Andreas, you had to like put in cheat codes to spawn weapons or vehicles or whatever. That's basically what you need to do to get an offline account on Windows 11 now. Eventually you'll get greeted by this screen where you need to connect to a network to be able to continue. So what if you don't want to do it? Well, there used to be a button here that says, I don't have an internet connection. Well, they just took that away. Fuck you. So yeah, that was my reasons for why Windows 11 is pretty shitty. They should have just stuck with Windows 10, obviously, but, you know, money. Sorry for the sketchy setup, by the way. I'm not really used to showing this. You like what you see, big boy? And if you don't like how I look, I'm sorry.